All right, hello everybody. Welcome to the next TRX Live and On-Demand workout. My name is Amy McMullen. I'm a TRX Master Instructor, and I'm here to take you through today's workout, TRX Sweat. Now, if you were here last week for my workout, it's gonna be the exact same format, different exercises, and it's gonna progress in difficulty each round we go through. I'll explain more later, but let's go ahead and get warmed up. You are gonna need your suspension trainer, you're gonna need a mat or something cushy for when we get on the floor, water, and then probably a towel. Because like I said, this is called TRX Sweat. It ain't called that for nothing. All right, I'm gonna get my mat out of the way for warm up, and then I'm gonna get the timer started, and we're gonna go right into it. Your straps can be mid-length or mid-calf length to get started. Mine are mid-calf. Actually, I'm gonna put my ponytail in, my hair up before I start the workout this week. I forgot that last week and had it in my face for the whole warm-up. All right, tighten that stuff up. Everybody pull up your britches, tighten up the pony, and let's get rocking. All right, we're gonna go in 10 seconds. So first we're gonna start off with some TRX squat rows. So you're gonna stand facing your anchor point. You're gonna lean back, feet slightly wider than your hips. Let's go. Drop the tailbone down, straighten the legs, and then take a high row to pull yourself up and back down. Tailbone toward your heels, straighten the legs, high row up, and then back down. So this is a classic warm-up move. We do it a lot, so if you know it and you want to put these two moves together, straighten the arms while you squat, stand while you row, you certainly can. We've got 7 seconds left here. Body is nice and tall, looking for a flat back, and rest. Forward lunge with a split fly. We're going to stand facing away from the anchor point, palms down at shoulder height, like Frankenstein arms, alternating lunges forward. So you're going to drop your back knee, drive up through your front heel, switching legs, and the arms are going to take a little split. So I'm twisting towards my front leg, and then palms go back down in front of me. Twist towards the leg, palms go back down. So you want to feel a nice stretch all the way through your torso. Wherever arm is up that side, you're gonna feel a little bit. So you can give a little twist, a little reach. That should feel really nice. So we're gonna get ready for rollouts. Kind of get that core warmed up, get the spine stable in a neutral spot, arms down, up on your toes, straighten your hips, and you're gonna extend the arms overhead and then right back down to shoulder height. Okay, we're only here for 30 seconds, so you don't have to get too crazy. We're just trying to wake up those muscles in your core, up and back down. Just scoot back a little bit, a little shimmy backwards to get a little bit more range of motion in the arms. If you've got any shoulder issues, you can offset the foot to kind of get a little bit more range of motion but without putting any pressure on your shoulders. Rest. We've got a walking hip hinge. You're going to see this later in your workout. Facing the anchor point, feet all the way together in line with your straps, in line with your anchor. You're going to hinge at the hips, put pressure in your hands, and then stand all the way up. It's a single leg RDL, basically. So my standing leg can be slightly bent. I'm taking a hip hinge with a flat back, and it doesn't matter how high your back leg goes. You don't even actually have to take the back leg off the floor. You can just tap it behind you if you want a little balance. But you're going to see these later in the workout so that we get those hammies today. All right, body nice and tall, and rest. All right, so I'm going to show you the little high intensity things that we're going to do today. I'm going to grab a med ball. You don't have to have a ball, but we got hot feet here. All right, so you can tap your feet if you are not jumping today. You can jump and tap. You're thinking that this object in front of you, whether that's a book or your water bottle or the edge of your couch, is hot and you just want to barely tap it and then jump back off. All right, we've got some slalom jumps today. We'll come back to those. You can do this with or without your straps. I like using the straps for it. Elbows at your sides, and it's just a little squat jump, but you're twisting your hips either way, okay? So if I'm gonna face you guys, I'm gonna keep my shoulders forward, but twist my torso, okay? Rest. All right, cycle jumps. If you are not jumping today, you're gonna be taking alternating balance lunges. All right, if you are jumping, we're trying to switch the feet mid-air so they take off the ground at the same time and they land at the same time, all right? You can do this without the touch if you want a little challenge. All right, and our last high intensity move is a burpee. I'm sure you are all very familiar with these. I'm gonna show you two options. Non-jumping option looks like this. Squat, hit your plank, get your heels down and your body up, then stand. Jumping option, squat, out, in, and up. Chest drive if you can do it, but keep the back flat, pop up, and then jump from there, all right? So we're gonna get started in 1 minute. Make sure you've got your water, make sure you've got your towel, and we're gonna go ahead and take our straps to mid-calf length if you're not already there. So, walk over to your straps. I'm like winded from the workout. We haven't even gotten started. You wanna tilt both of your barrel locks down, lengthen out your straps so the handles are at the bottom of your kneecap, and that will put the foot cradles at mid-calf. Now, we're gonna have our toes in later, so if you wanna shorten up your foot cradles for that, go for it. We've got 4 exercises, lower body, upper body, core, and then a little cardio. 45 seconds of work, 15 seconds rest. So that 15 seconds rest is not super long, so we gotta get it with those transitions, all right? Let's go ahead and get started. We're going in 5 seconds. Alternating single leg squats. This was the same as last week. Elbows at your sides. You're gonna sit your hips back, stand all the way up, switch legs. Sit the hips back, press through the heel to stand up. I've got a really light grip on my straps. They're there for balance. I'm not hanging on them. Now, if you've got bad knees and you wanna take one foot at a time and sit back like you're sitting in a chair, that's fine. But for those of you with good knees, I want you to try to test this out without using the straps very much. Can you use slack here? How far could you go down and still get back up while maintaining your alignment with your ankle, knee, and hip, everything facing forward, and being able to drive through the heel to stand all the way back up. One more, and rest. Now, we've got some mid rows today. Now, usually we would shorten up the straps for rows, so if you've got time and you want to do that, go for it if you're going to get really deep in these. Mid rows, I'm going to face you this way. This is a high row, this is a low row, mid row is right in between. I'm going to walk in, hands toward my ribs, straighten the arms, and then pull myself up, okay? Go ahead and go. We've got 35 seconds here. Every time you pull your hands into your chest, you're trying to squeeze your shoulder blades down and back at the same time, all right? So 45-degree angle from the sides with your elbows. It's about right about here. Pulling every single time in to get those back and shoulders worked out. We've got 10 seconds left. And then we're going to the ground, so get ready to get down to the ground quickly, all right? We only do 3, 2, 1. All right, we're at mid-calf length. I'm gonna grab my mat, and we've gotta get our toes in for this plank. I'm gonna grab my foot cradles, lay back, pop my toes up through, and then flip over. See how fast that was? Like I've done this before or something. Everybody's gonna hit your plank up here. Now this first one, we're gonna lift our hips just slightly, draw one knee in, and then extend it back out. Single leg crunch. Lift the hips, draw the knee in, extend it back out. If you've got wrist issues, come down to your forearms, okay? Everybody's out, one knee in, back to plank. I'm drawing the knee to my chest and then kicking my heel towards the anchor point. So in and back, in and back. So I like it up on my hands, all right? Taking your time, finding your breath here, and relaxing. Knees down, kick out. We've got our first round of cardio. I'm going to move this out, just a little high intensity section. We've got 8 hot feet and then 4 slalom jumps. The slalom jumps, you can use your straps or not, it's up to you. Ready? 45 seconds, cycle 3. 1, switch, 2, switch, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Slalom jump, 4, 3, 2, 1. And then back at it, you're cycling through. Now you can do 8 just each leg, like I just did, or you can do 8 total for each leg if you really want to get to those slalom jumps. Up back. Body up nice and tall. I'm talking and not counting. I'm gonna use my straps now. Over. Sending the hips back. 4, 3, 2, 1. And done. All right, so you have a minute to catch your breath. That was round 1. Round 2 is coming. Everybody grab a quick sip. Whew. I'm so used to high-waisted pants, and now I've got some older pair on that are not high-waisted, and I feel like they're falling down. Grab a drink. Round 2 is coming up in a moment. Whew. Short breath in, long breath out. Will help bring your heart rate down. All right, we are going in 20 seconds. We've got a single leg hip hinge. This is like a single leg RDL. We're gonna stand facing the anchor point. If you've got weights at home and you just wanna do a weighted RDL, be my guest. I'm gonna use the straps because I told you that's all you needed. So we're gonna stand facing the anchor point, feet together, elbows at our sides, and then I'm gonna press my arms straight out in front of me, hinge at the hips, and then stand all the way back up. Hinging forward here, standing back up. So like I said, if you've got weights and you wanna grab those for this, go for it. What I'm looking for is to make sure that your hips are staying square to the anchor. You're not rotating them around just to try to hike that back leg up. It doesn't matter how high the leg goes. What matters is that your hips stay square. You put a little pressure down into those handles to kind of get a little feedback from the upper body and the core. That'll help you stay balanced as well. My toe is pointing straight forward. My tailbone points back and then back in. Rest. We've got a T Fly this time. So most of you are familiar with Y flies. This is a T Fly for the shoulders and the delts. So I'm going to walk in to where my arms go out into a T shape, set my plank. I'm going to slowly lower myself back, bring my palms together, and I'm going to pull them apart in a nice T shape with my arms. So lower the plank by bringing the palms together, pull yourself up by spreading the arms. So if I face you guys this way, you'll be able to see a little bit better the arm shape. My arms are not higher than my shoulders. And again, I'm squeezing those shoulder blades together in the back to fire up that posterior chain. I'm trying to keep my hips straight, and I'm looking at the anchor point when I'm not looking at the camera to be able to keep my neck nice and long. All right, keep going. As you pull, keep your wrist straight so you're not pulling back this way with a bent wrist. All right, going down to the ground for some pikes. Our straps are already mid-calf. Snag that mat. If you can pop your toes in by just reaching behind you, go for it. We've got some pikes here. Going in 3 seconds. On your hands or on your elbows, everybody kick up into that plank. Heels back on the handles. Slowly lifting up and then right back down. You're going with straight legs as much as you can. When my hips go up, I look at my toes. When my hips go down, I look at the floor. Hips go up, look at the toes. Hips come down, look at the floor. Now, keep rocking this out. I'm going to give you a couple of tips. When I do this, because I've got overhead shoulder mobility issues, if I go all the way up, you can see how my upper back rounds quite a bit. All right? So in order to avoid that, I'm going to not go to my full range of motion. I'm going to try to come to just here and keep that upper back nice and flat to chase the plank. All right? Come on out. We've got adding on 4 cycle jumps. So I've got my 8 hot feet, my 4 slalom jumps, and then I'm going to take 4 cycle jumps. I'm going to hold on to my straps so that they're close for my hot feet. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, face the anchor. 4 slalom jumps, 3, 2, cycle jumps now to the center. 1, 2, 3, 4, and start it over. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and shorten them up that time. Slalom, 2, 3, 4, cycle jump, 2, 3, 4. One more set, I got time for it. 1, 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, slalom, 2, slalom, 3, cycle jump, 4, 3, 2, grab a drink. Whew. We try to not gasp for air straight in the microphone. Long breath out. All right, alternating single leg squat and single leg hip hinge on the same leg and then switching sides. Good news is 2 rounds are done, 2 rounds left. We are halfway through, guys. This is a short 30-minute workout, so you should be able to fit it in no matter what. Stand facing your anchor point. Walk in so your elbows are at your sides. Feet together in line with the anchor point. Lift one leg, single leg squat first. Shift the hips back. Then come up, and now hip hinge, and then step together, switch legs. Single leg squat, stand up. Shoot the arms forward, hip hinge, step together. Elbows are at your side for the single leg squat, and then they shoot forward so that you can press down on the handles for that hinge. Single leg squat, coming up. Hip hinge. Now my goal is to try to not touch the floor with the other leg, but obviously if you're about to bite it, please put that leg down. Don't fall over. Step together. Single leg squat. Straighten the knee, straighten the hip. Hip hinge over. Come all the way straight to the top. All right, now we've got a clock row. One arm is going to row while the other arm does a T fly. All right, and we're going to switch back and forth. You're going to stand facing your anchor point. I'm going to come this way so you guys can see my back. Walk in to find your end range. One elbow out to the side, 45 degrees. One arm out in your T fly. Lower the body, bring the palms together, switch sides. This elbow goes low. Now the rowing arm can be a low fly or a low row or a mid row. It's up to you. All right? But you're going to be tempted to twist your torso as you do this. Keep going, you have 18 seconds left. As you pull, keep even tension on both straps so that you don't end up twisting your torso each time. That will saw your straps, which is not great for them in the long run. So, body square to the anchor point. One arm doing one thing, the other arm doing the other. Rest. We've got a single leg crunch, get your toes in, on either leg, so alternating that, followed by a pike. So we're putting these two things together in a little combo, okay? So toes are in. Hit your plank position, heels back on the handles. We're gonna do a right leg crunch. Hips up, straighten the leg. Left leg crunch. Hips up, straighten the legs, then one pike. Straight legs, and then back to center. Now, you can rest in between sets, and then kick back up, or you can go the whole time without touching the floor. Little hip lift, and then hike, reset the plank. Little hip lift, set the plank. Little hip lift, set the plank. Hike, reset the plank. The same deal, you can do this on your forearms. That pike gets a little harder to do if you've got overhead mobility issues with your shoulders like I do. So it's like a baby pike, okay? All right, coming into your cardio, round 3, we're adding on. We're adding 2 burpees to our combo. So we're gonna start with those 8 hot feet. I'm gonna hold on to my straps so that they're near. 8 hot feet, let's go. 1, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 4 slalom jumps. Face the anchor if you're using your straps. 4 cycle jumps. 1, 2, 3. I'm gonna drop my straps. 2 burpees. Down, plank, squat, up, down, plank, squat, and up, and then start it all over. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm doing this in 5, 6, 7. Slalom jump. You can do it without the straps. 2, 3. Cycle jump. 1. Drop that back knee. 2 burpees. Squat. Up. In and up. 1 more. And rest. Walk it out. Grab a drink. Woo! Oh my gosh. Sweaty, sweaty. Who programmed this? Ooh, I can certainly turn off the heat in this room. It is hot enough. Off. Whew. One round left, y'all. We're in the home stretch. We're gonna take that single leg single leg squat and hip hinge. We're gonna do a +1, adding a rep each time. We won't get that high in 45 seconds, but it'll be good. Same leg the whole time. I'm gonna center one leg with the anchor point, elbows at my side, standing straight up. Here we go. I'm gonna do one single leg squat. Come up, one hip hinge, and come up. Now I'm gonna add a rep, 2 single leg squats. Hips back, straighten up. Hips back, straighten up. 2 hip hinges. Over and knee up. Over and knee up. 3 single leg squats. Hips back, straighten the knee and the hip. Drive up through the heel. And then 3 hip hinges. Like I said, you can hold on to weight if you want to, if you've got some nearby. I'm trying to keep my hips square. I can feel my left booty. I'm staying on my left leg. 4 single leg squats. Oh, time to run out. Dang it. Dang it. I'm going to shake out that standing leg. Hopefully you guys feel your booty a little bit. Center the other foot with the anchor point. Elbows at your side. Let's start off with 1 of each. Single leg squat. Stand straight up. Single leg hip hinge. Stand straight up. 2 single leg squats. And then send those arms forward, press down on the handles. I like to bring my knee up. I feel like it finishes the move. Single leg squat, 3 of them. Hips back. And can you get your hips as low as your knee? You don't have to, but it's a little challenging. You can do a full pistol squat. Rock it out. Show me. Film it. Tag me in it. I'll share it with my peeps. I don't know what I'm on. I think 3. Oh, time's up. I'm going to get one more rep in. All right, clock row. This time, instead of that fly arm doing a T fly, we're gonna change it up. It's gonna go up on the diagonal, then out to the side, then down low. Face your anchor point. Walk in, so 1 arm rows, 1 arm flies out to the side. Lower down, so 1 arm goes high, and then you lower back down. Other arm flies up high, come back down. Now let's go to that T shape. 1 arm to the T, while the other arm rows. This arm to the T. Now let's do a low fly. Down to the side. Back to center. Down to the side. Now let's start it over again. 1 arm high, straight hips. Other arm high, straight hips. T fly. Out to the side. You take those feet all the way together if you want a little bit more. Low fly. Little coordination game. How's it going for you guys? Hope you're doing well. Rest. All right, guys. Last round, last time for these planks. Get your mat. Pop those toes in. We're putting the single leg crunch and the pike together. We're smooshing them into one exercise. We're just going to alternate legs the whole time. So, I'm going to hit my plank. I'm going to drive my heels back. One knee comes in while the hips go up, and then back. So this is a higher hip lift than what we did before. So all the way up, back down. So one leg is piking, while the other leg is crunching. The hips go up. Every time you come back down, drop the shoulders, straighten the hips all the way. So you're finishing that move with all your joints kind of straightened out. So flat back, hips straight. Up, knees straight. Heels pushing back on the handles. Whew. If you need a break, take it. If not, just hold that plank to the very end and rest. Last bout of cardio, 4 of everything. All right? 4 hot feet, 4 slalom jumps, 4 lunge jumps, 4 burpees. Let's finish this, all right? Here we go. 4, 3, 2, slaloms, 4, 3, 2, cycle jumps, 4, 3, 2, burpees. Get those mat straps out of the way. And up. Chest drop if you want it. Step it if you need it. And back up. Remember, keep going. You've got your taps if you want. You've got regular slalom squats if you want. You've got regular lunge jump, or sorry, step back lunges. If you're not jumping, I haven't been reminding you guys of those, but they're there all the time. And that stepping burpee, all the way out to finish it up. Nice, guys. And rest. Everybody grab a drink, walk it out. Keep your head above your heart. We're gonna cool down and stretch. Whew. Ah. If you guys stick around to the end, I'll bring my dog out in the video and you'll get to say hi to Tango. So, try to remember not to skip the stretch. I know if you're busy, you just want to get on with the rest of your day or your evening, but the stretch is good for you. All right, make your way back to the straps. We got a little chest stretch to open up those shoulders. Everybody grab your straps. This is a great stretch that I always like to end class with because you get to stay upright, especially when your heart rate is high. Thumbs up, roll the shoulders back, and all you're doing is taking a step forward to let the straps pull your arms behind you. All right, try to go nice tall torso, look forward rather than down. Take a couple deep breaths. Now to keep this workout at 30 minutes, I'm keeping all these stretches 30 seconds. But in a general full hour-long class, we do about 10 minutes of cooling down. So I would usually do this twice. Flip around, standing figure 4 stretch. I'm gonna stand facing the anchor point, center one foot in line with the anchor. I'm gonna cross my other ankle across that knee, drop this knee back, and then you can do this 2 ways. You can sit back like you're sitting in a chair, so my head is right over my hips, or you can stay with your weight on this foot, very little pressure in the straps, and just kind of come down this way. And you can work your way through this up and down. Okay, I like to just sit back in it with a flat back and then let gravity pull my hips down, and that's going to give me a deeper stretch in this hip. All right, pull yourself up to standing and switch legs. So I'm going to center this foot in line with my anchor point this time, elbows at my sides, crossing this ankle over. All right, and like I said, you can keep your weight on this foot, hinge forward at the hips until you feel a stretch. You can stay there for, maybe 5-ish seconds, and then stand all the way back up again. All right, or you can come back. So you can work your way through this like little reps, cruising up and down, trying to get a little bit deeper each time. Focus on your breath here, really try to get that heart rate down. I don't know about you, but I got sweat dripping in my eyeballs, which means I have moisturizer dripping in my eyeballs. It stings like a mother. Anyway, offset hip hinge, so we get the rest of those hamstrings. So I'm gonna offset my feet, put one foot in front of the other. Now you can bend your back knee if you want to. I'm gonna keep mine straight. I'm gonna hinge at the hips with a flat back until I feel a nice stretch in the hamstring in my front leg, all right? Now it's easy to twist your torso because that gets you further, but that usually means you're not stretching your hamstrings anymore. So I'm gonna try to keep my hips square as I come down. Now, if you don't have very flexible hamstrings, if you scoot back a little bit, you won't go as far, and you can still use the straps to kind of press your hands in. Head goes right between the arms, and you come back up to standing. All right, guys, one last stretch. Switch legs. It doesn't have to be a very big split stance, so we're just offsetting the feet, maybe a foot. So toes are forward, shoulders back, hinging at the hips, sending that tailbone towards the back of the room. The crown of your head is reaching towards the front of the room. The sweat is falling into your eyeball. Ah! I told you guys to grab a towel, and I have one like 2 feet away, but I haven't used it yet. Whew. Now, if you want to bend that front knee and tilt your tailbone up to the ceiling, you'll get a different stretch. If you want to bend the back knee and then shift your weight, your stomach towards your front leg, that will also get a different stretch. I mean, same for the hamstring, but just in a different spot. Whew. All right, guys, that is it. We are done. Nicely done, everybody. Whew. I'm finally towel off my face here. All right, if you guys have any questions, type them out in the comments below, and I will do my best to get back at them back at you after I, have a little water, have a little break. If anybody wants to follow me on Facebook or Instagram, you can find me Amy McMullen at Fit with Flash. All right, that's my blog name. Thank you guys so much for joining me on this workout today. Thank you for taking a few minutes for yourself, and hopefully you're all staying safe and staying home, and yeah, good luck to everybody out there, and thanks again for joining me. Turning off the camera now.